Hi, my name is Julie and I'm a teacher here at Sangha Studio. Today we'll be doing a sequence focusing on the core. So it'll be an all-around flow with just an extra emphasis on core strength. So we'll get started lying down on our backs with a block between the inner thighs. If you don't have a block at home, that's totally fine. You can just let it go and squeeze your inner thighs together. So you'll lie down on your back, soles of the feet on the ground. Block narrowest setting in between the inner thighs or inner thighs touching. Reach your arms out to the sides. Palms face up is going to be a little bit more challenging. Palms face down is going to be a little bit more stabilizing. So you just decide what's going to work for you. And you'll just take a couple deep breaths. Nice full inhale, feel the ribcage expand. And on your exhale, feel the belly hug in. And again, inhaling, feeling the belly puff up a little bit. And then this time as you exhale, curl the spine just a little bit so the lower back flattens down to the ground and hug your block with your inner thighs. And then again, stay there for your breath in. Hug the block a little bit more on the breath out. This time as you inhale, you'll just prepare. And on the exhale, you'll start to bring the legs into tabletop. So the shins are hovering parallel to the ground, and my low back is more or less settled on the mat. On the inhale, legs will drift over to the right just a couple of inches. And exhale, come back through center. And inhale to the left. Exhale through center. On the inhale, keeping the right angle of the legs, lower your heels to the ground. And exhale up through center. And we'll repeat. Inhale to the right. Exhale center. Inhale left. Exhale center. Inhale heels to the mat. Exhale up to tabletop. Last time, inhale right. Exhale center. Inhale left. Exhale center. Inhale heels down. Exhale center. And then hug your knees towards your chest. You'll get a little punch in the gut with a block, that's okay. Then you'll start rocking and rolling along the length of the spine. A couple times. Option to reach the hands off the legs. So you just have to challenge your core just a little bit more to stabilize you. And then the next time you rock up, we'll find boat pose. And we'll start with hands on the thighs. You'll just find the very front edge of the sitting bone, so the low belly engages. Lift the shoulders up to the ears on a breath in. Peel them back and down on a breath out. And you're still hugging in on your block. Option to reach the arms forwards. Option to reach the arms up overhead. We'll stay for a full breath in. And out. And one more big inhale, chest rising. Maybe legs lengthen. And then on the exhale, feet to the floor in front of you, hands to the floor behind you. Fingertips can be towards your body or facing to the side or facing away, whatever is comfortable. Lift the hips up, keep hugging it on the block, either chin to chest or let the head fall back. Nice full breath in. And big sigh out of the mouth. Sit your hips down. You can place your block to the side and then find your way onto hands and knees. Hands stacked under shoulders, knees stacked right under the hips. And on the breath in, we'll let the belly drop, lift the chest forwards and up for cow pose. On the exhale, chin to chest, round and curl the spine for cat. And again, inhale, drop belly down, lift the gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Once more, inhale, belly drops, gaze forwards. This time as you exhale, keep your gaze forwards, but just hug the lower belly up and in. So it's like your chest is in cow and your belly is in cat. And you'll curl your toes under, take a breath in. And on the exhale, start to hover your knees about an inch or two away from the mat. And then we'll just hang here for a moment. You can stay still and you'll get plenty of core activation. Or if you'd like, on the inhale, you can rock forwards a little bit. And exhale, rock back. We'll do that 3 times. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Last time, inhale forwards. This time as you rock back, You'll find downward facing dog, lengthening the legs up and back. Maybe a pedal through the feet just to open up through the backs of the legs and reset the shape. And then settling into down dog, making sure all 10 fingers are spread nice and evenly. Little bend to the knees. Take a full breath in here, let the ribs expand. And then on the exhale, just think of hugging the front ribs in. So even here, the belly's supporting the back body. And then on your inhale, you'll lift your heels, lift the low belly, and start to shift forwards to plank pose. You might need to adjust a little bit if the down dog was a little too short. And in your plank pose, take a nice full breath and push the floor away. On the exhale, from initiating with a lift in the low belly, downward facing dog. And then again, inhale, rocking forwards to plank pose, push the floor away. Exhale to downward facing dog. And we'll take that once more. Inhale, coming forwards to plank pose. This time on the exhale, upper body stays in plank, and you'll just lower your knees to the ground. Push the floor away, send the chest forwards on a breath in. And then on your exhale, elbows hug in towards your waist, and you're lowering all the way to your belly. And point your toes back behind you. Your forehead can rest on the mat, and reach your arms back beside you with the palms face down. And just a little reminder that your core has a back side to it too, so we'll do some back strength as well. Lift the low belly. On your inhale, start to peel your chest off the mat. Hover the arms away from the mat. Take a breath in. And then on the exhale, start to lift the legs away from the mat. Locust pose or Shalabhasana. Glutes are engaging, upper back is engaging. Full breath in. On the exhale, lower everything down. Take a breath in on the ground. And a breath out. Again, inhale, locust pose. Exhale, stay, inner thighs together. One more big breath in. On the exhale, lower all the way down, hands to the floor by the ribs. On the inhale, you can rise up either into plank pose on your knees, or tuck the toes under, kick the heels back, low belly lifts. Plank pose to downward facing dog. And then step the feet a little closer together. And you'll lift the right leg high for three-legged dog. A nice big breath in to lengthen through the right leg. On your exhale, right knee comes towards right elbow. Take a breath in there. And on the exhale, drag the knee all the way down to the wrist. Breathe in. Exhale, lift it back up to the elbow. And swing it up, three-legged dog. Inhale. On the exhale, right knee over towards left elbow. Breathe in. And on the exhale, drag it down to the wrist. Inhale. Exhale, lift it up. Right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Take a breath in. And then this time, knee comes towards the center of the chest. You can shift forwards like plank pose. Look between the thumbs, lift the hips, inhale. And then step your foot between your hands. Gently lower the left knee down to the ground, untuck the left toes. On the breath in, chest rises a little bit. And on the exhale, hips glide back, lengthen the front leg. And then inhale, shifting forwards into a grounded low lunge. Exhale, shifting back, a half split. And then once more, you'll shift forwards into a grounded low lunge. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, let the pelvis heavy a little bit. Lift the arms and chest up. Anjaneyasana, or you can call it low lunge. Full breath in. On the breath out, cactus the arms. Inhale to grow taller. And then exhale from the belly, start to turn your rib cage to your right. And inhale taller. Exhale, twist a little further. Lengthen the arms, so left arm is reaching towards the front of your mat, right arm's reaching towards the back. Breathe in. And on the exhale, place the left hand on the ground, reach the right arm to the ceiling. You could also take the left hand on a block. Left toes tuck, left knee lifts. Nice full breath in, really lengthening through the spine, through the arms. On the breath out, if you want a little more challenge, you can begin to hover the left hand away from the ground. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more big inhale. On your exhale, reset the hands on the ground and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale forwards to plank pose. This time on the exhale, we're lowering all the way to the belly again, lowering in one piece. Point the toes, lift the chest, baby cobra, breathing in. Forehead grounds, breathing out. Curl your toes under, kick the heels back, breathe in, lift the belly. Exhale, plank or plank on the knees, downward facing dog. And then take a moment to just reset for yourself. That could be a nice full round of breath. It could be pedaling through the feet. And then when you're ready, left leg rises on a breath in. Left knee to left elbow on the breath out. Inhale there. Exhale, bring the knee all the way down to the wrist, breathe in. Exhale, bring it back up. Three-legged dog, left leg high, inhale. Now on the exhale, left knee over towards right elbow. Breathe in. Exhale, drag it to the wrist. Inhale. On the exhale, lift it back up. Three-legged dog, left leg high, inhale. On your exhale, footsteps between your hands. Gently lower the back knee to the mat, untuck the back toes. And on the inhale here, just think of expanding the front of the chest a little bit. On the exhale, hip slide back, front leg lengthens. Inhale, rocking forwards into a lunge. And exhale to shift back. Just warming up the hamstrings, the hips a little bit. Inhale to rock forwards last time. On the exhale, hips heavy a little bit. Arms reach up, Anjaneyasana. And full breath in here. On the exhale, cactus the arms like you're pulling something down. And on the inhale, think of getting taller. On the exhale, really from the space just underneath the ribs, start to twist to the left. And then again, inhale to get taller. Exhale to deepen the twist just a little bit. One more inhale to get taller. Exhale to twist a little further. And then reach the arms wide, left arm reaching back, right arm reaching forward. Nice full breath in to feel the wingspan. On the exhale, right hand finds the ground or your block, left arm reaching to the ceiling. And when you're ready, back toes tuck, back knee lifts. Energy through that top hand, breathe in. And resetting to downward facing dog on the exhale. And then when you're ready, you'll take a nice slow walk towards the top of the mat. And you can always bend the knees as much as you need to. And just for a little extra challenge, see if you can walk with the heel first. So heel, ball, toe, heel, ball, toe. It's a lot harder than it looks. When you get to the top of the mat, a nice big half lift, breathe in. Fold forwards, breathe out. Again, half lift, inhale. Head heavies, breathe out. We'll take one more half lift and hold it for a moment. So find your half lift. You can take a generous bend in the knees here. Hands are pushing in towards the shins a little bit. Send the chest forwards, inhale. And then on the exhale, just think of hugging the front ribs in a little bit. And then keep a bend in the knees. Start to reach your arms forwards alongside the ears. Nice big breath in, sitting bones reach back, chest reaches forwards. And then think of passing through chair pose, and then rise all the way to stand. Nice big inhale, palms can connect. Hands to heart, breathe out. We'll take one round of sun salutations here just to sync breath to movement. On the inhale, arms rise. On your exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, half lift. On your exhale, bend your knees, place your hands on the ground. Step back to plank pose. Inhale, push the floor away. Exhale, elbows hug in, either halfway down chaturanga or all the way to the mat. Up dog, flip the feet, lift the chest, belly still rising, could always be baby cobra. On your exhale, low belly lifts you up and back, downward facing dog. Full breath in and down dog. Full breath out. As you feel ready, heels lift a lot. Knees bend a lot. Look between your hands, take a full breath in. And then you decide you could take a walk or a little hop to the hands. Exhale. Half lift, breathe in. Head falls, breathe out. Knees bend, sweep the arms forwards, pass through chair pose, rise to stand. Nice big breath in at the top. Hands to heart, exhale. You'll step the feet a little bit closer together now. Sit the hips low, reach the arms high, coming into chair pose, Utkatasana. Nice full breath in. On the exhale, drop the right arm down, and then open both arms to your right, so you're twisting towards your right. Big breath in. On the exhale, center yourself, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, left arm drops, twist to the left. Breathe in. Exhale, center. Good, one more time each side, open to the right. Inhale. Chair pose, exhale. Open to the left, breathe in. Chair pose, breathe out. Full inhale, you're still in chair pose. And then release it, fold forwards. A little nod of the head, yes and no. You could always flutter the lips. When you're ready, half lift. Bend the knees, plant the hands, and then you'll sink up back in down dog. So you can step right to it, or you can pass through a vinyasa. And then we'll take a couple standing poses here. So from your down dog, you'll lift the right leg high on an inhale, and step the foot between the hands on the exhale. Gather the outer hips in, drop the pelvis down a little bit, lift the arms up. You're in a high lunge or crescent lunge. Full breath in. On the exhale, back heel spins down, warrior two. And just center yourself. You can steady your eyes over the front hand, feel length through the back hand. When you're ready, front palm flips to the ceiling, tip it back for a reverse warrior. Nice big inhale. As you breathe out, we're finding extended side angle. So right forearm comes onto right thigh, left arm reaches up and overhead. Feel some grounding through the back heel there. Take a breath in. And just let yourself arrive in the pose on the breath out. And then some options here. You're welcome to stay right here. If you want a little bit more core activation, you can just start hovering the right elbow off the thigh. You could also start to reach the right arm to the space out in front of you. You'll take a nice big breath in. On the exhale, maybe a little twist of the chest to the ceiling. And again, inhale. Exhale, twist the chest to the ceiling. Stay here. If you want even a little bit more, you can reach the right arm underneath the right ear. It's really hard to talk and do it at the same time. You'll take one more big breath in. On the exhale, downward facing dog. You're welcome to take a vinyasa if you'd like. You're also totally welcome to skip the vinyasa. Left leg rises, breathing in. Left foot steps between the hands on the breath out. Outer hips hug in a little bit. Pelvis drops, arms and chest lift. High lunge or crescent lunge. Notice if the low belly is engaging, right? So sometimes the tendency here is to kind of let the ribs splay open. So just feel the ribs hug in. You can always soften the back knee. Breath in. Back heel drops, warrior two. Let yourself land. Front palm flips to the ceiling, tip it back, reversing your warrior, a peaceful warrior. A nice big breath in. And then finding your extended side angle on this side. Forearm can come to thigh to start out, and right arm reaches overhead. And then remember, you can stay right here, or if you want that little extra core activation, you can just start hovering the elbow away from the thigh, or reach the arm to the space out in front of you. Full breath in. Regardless of where the arm is, a little twist of the chest to the ceiling. And again, inhale. Exhale, twist a little further. Maybe both arms reaching alongside the ears, breathe in. And we reset in downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa, I'm gonna leave it out for myself this time. And then when you're ready, lift your heels up super, super high. Lift the low belly, start to come forwards into plank pose. And then maintaining some control in the torso. So try not to let the hips drop at all. You'll lower down onto your forearms. Forearm plank. On an inhale, let your hips dip to the right a little bit. And exhale, lift them up through center. Inhale, hips dip to the left. Exhale through center. One more each side. Inhale right. Exhale center. Inhale left. Exhale center. One more big breath in. And on the exhale, with control, let your pelvis drop all the way to the mat. Untuck the toes and take a moment in Sphinx pose for yourself. So make sure the low belly is rising just enough to protect the low back. Sometimes it's nice to close the eyes and let the head shift a little from side to side. And when you're ready, I'll take one more big breath in. And with control, lower all the way down. Slide your hands back by your ribs and press back for child's pose for a moment. From child's pose, walk your hands back to your knees, rise on up to sit, and you'll just sit the hips over to one side and bring the legs out in front of you. And we'll take one more little cool down pose, one more little core moment, and then finish up. So when you're ready, we'll bring soles of feet together, knees wide, and you can really decide how close or far you want the heels to you. So on your inhale, you'll just lift the chest, let the shoulders draw together, gaze can rise. And on the exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. And again, inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, round the spine. Last time, inhale, sit up nice and tall. Hands can be on your shins or your ankles. And then start to bow forwards. And then you're coming into your version of a forward fold here. A little hip opener, a little low back release. If you do have a block, you could take it on your feet or in front of your feet for your forehead to rest on. And we'll be here for a couple rounds of breath. Or you're welcome to hold this a little bit longer if you have the time. And just beginning to let the breath slow down, let your heart rate slow down. And when you're ready to release it, you'll just gently rise all the way up. And then gather the knees together like you're closing up a book. And you'll step to the front of the mat, so the toes are at the front, you're centered. And you'll take a nice big breath in, reach forwards, bring the belly towards the thighs, lengthening the spine. And then as you exhale, start to curl the pelvis under. And you're lowering down one vertebra at a time. If you'd like, on your inhales, you can pause. And on the exhale, keep lowering. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lower. Inhale, pause. You can always hold on to the thighs. Exhale, lower. And then when you're lower and middle back are on the ground, we'll pause for a moment, reaching forwards. Option to reach one leg off the ground. Option to reach two legs off the ground. You'll stay for a full breath in. I'm shaking, full breath out. If you'd like, you can reach the arms up overhead. One more big breath in. And then hug your knees to your chest. Lay your head down. You can give yourself a gentle rock from side to side. And then now would be a really nice time, if you have time in your day, to keep your practice going. You could take a gentle twist from side to side, or a happy baby. Shavasana would be lovely. Seated meditation would also be lovely. So take your time to wind down your practice in whatever way is going to feel good for you. And thank you so much for practicing some core flow with me today. Namaste.